Shiguro Shiyata Parakamalam Shigurun Vaishnavamscha Shirupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shrirara Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitamscha Om Jnana Timaranda Shagyanajana Shalakaya Chakshuramidam Yena Tasma Shigurave Nama Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shirupa Patanagam Govindabidam Ujwalam Bharatanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwaguruncha Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bijapranam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Shri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shivanam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shidharam Vanshakapatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanam Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurata Vishay Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and this is the Adi-lila, chapter 17, the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya in his youth. Sange Nityananda Chandrasekhara Acharya Mukunda Datta 18 Koila Sarvakarya. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted sannyas, three personalities were with him to perform all the necessary activities. They were Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekhara Acharya, and Mukunda Datta. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted sannyas, three personalities were with him to perform all the necessary activities. They were Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekhara Acharya, and Mukunda Datta. Adi-lila Koila Sutra Ganan, Bishtara Barnila Iha Dasha Vrindaban. Thus I have summarized the incidents of the Adi-lila. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur has described them elaborately in his Chaitanya-bhagavat. Yashoda Nandana Hoila Sachiranandan Shaturbida Bhaktabhava Koryashwadan. The same Supreme Personality of Godhead who appeared as the son of Mother Yashoda has now appeared as the son of Mother Sachi, relishing four kinds of devotional activities. Servitude, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love for the Supreme Lord are the basis of the four kinds of devotional activities. In Shanta, the marginal stage of devotional service, there is no activity, but above the Shanta humor are servitude, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love, which represent the gradual growth of devotional service to higher and higher platforms. Swamadhurya Radha Prema Rasa Ashwadite Radha Baba Ange Korijache Balomate. To taste the rasa of Srimati Radharani's loving affairs in her relationship with Krishna, and to understand the reservoir of pleasure in Krishna, Krishna himself, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the mood of Radharani. To taste the rasa of Srimati Radharani's loving affairs in her relationship with Krishna, and to understand the reservoir of pleasure in Krishna, Krishna himself, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accepted the mood of Radharani. Gopi Baba Jati Prabhu Doriyache Ekanta Brajendra Nandane Mane Apanarakanta. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the mood of the gopis who accept Brajendra Nandan, Sri Krishna, as their lover. Gopika Bhavera E Sudrida Nisjoy Brajendra Nandana Bina Anyatra Nahoy. It is firmly concluded that the ecstatic mood of the gopis is possible only before Krishna and no one else. Shamasundar Shikipicha Gunja Vibhushan Goptavesh Tri Pangima Muralibadan. Shamasundar Shikipicha Gunja Vibhushan Gopavesh Tri Pangima Muralibadan. He has a bluish complexion a peacock feather on his head, a gunja garland, and the decorations of a cowherd boy. His body is curved in 3 places, and he holds a flute to his mouth. Iha chadi Krishna jadi hoy anyakar, gopikara baba nahi jai nikatatar. If Lord Krishna gives up this original form and assumes another Vishnu form, nearness to him cannot invoke the ecstatic mood of the gopis. Gopinam Pashupendra Nandana Jusho Bhavashya Kastham Kriti Vigyatum Kamate Duruha Paravi Sancharina Prakriyam Avishkurvati Vaishnavim Apitanum Dasmin Pujar Jishnubir Yashamhanta Chaturbir Adbhuta Ruchim Ragodaya Kunshati. Once Lord Sri Krishna playfully manifested himself as Narayan with 4 victorious hands and a very beautiful form. When the gopis saw this exalted form, however, their ecstatic feelings were crippled. Even a learned scholar therefore cannot understand the gopis' ecstatic feelings, which are firmly fixed upon the original form of Lord Krishna as the son of Nanda Maharaj. The wonderful feelings of the gopis in ecstatic parama rasa with Krishna constitute the greatest mystery in spiritual life. This is from Lalita Madhava, Srila Rupa Goswami, and it describes how once Krishna, wanting to trick the gopis, he assumed a Vishnu form of 4 hands. But when the gopis came near, first they were looking for Krishna, but then when they came near and saw that Vishnu form, their feelings were crippled, and it didn't arouse any love on their part. They just basically said, oh, Vishnu, has Krishna passed this way? So they didn't have the same. Only Krishna can satisfy the loving relationships of the gopis. Basanta Kali Rasa Lila Kore Gobardane Antardana Koila Sanketa Kore Radhasane. During the season of springtime, when the rasa dance was going on, suddenly Krishna disappeared from the scene, indicating that he wanted to be alone with Srimati Radharani. Nibrita Nikunje Basi Deke Radharabashta Nibritam Nikunje Basi Duke Radharabata Anveshite Aila Tahan Gopikara Tata. Krishna was sitting in a solitary bush, waiting for Srimati Radharani to pass by. But while he was searching, the gopis arrived there like a phalanx of soldiers. Durahoite Krishna deki bole gopigan e deka kunjara bitara bhajendra nandan. So Krishna was searching for Radharani. He left the rasa dance because he wanted to be with her. He's looking for her. But while he is waiting for her, hoping that she will pass by, suddenly the other gopis appeared. So then, when he was there in that bush, the gopis arrived there like a phalanx of soldiers. Durahoite Krishna deke bole gopigan edeka kunjare bitara brajendra nandan. Just see, the gopis said, seeing Krishna from a distant place, here within a bush is Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Gopigan deke Krishnara hoila sarabas. Gopigan deke Krishnara hoila sadbas. Lukaite nari labaye hoila bibas. As soon as Krishna saw the gopis, he was struck with emotion. Thus he could not hide himself, and out of fear, he became motionless. Chaturbhuja Murti Dori Achena Basya Krishna Deki Gopi Kohe Nikate Asya. Krishna assumed his 4-armed Narayan form and sat there. When all the gopis came, they looked at him and spoke as follows. Ihon Krishna nahi, ihon Narayana Murti, eta boli tare sabe kore nati stuti. He is not Krishna. He is the Supreme Lord Narayan. After saying this, they offered obeisances and the following respectful prayers. Namo Narayana Deva Koraha Prasad Krishna Sangha Dehomora Guchaha Bishad. Namo Narayana Deva Koraha Prasad Krishna Sangha Dehomora Guchaha Bishad. O Lord Narayan, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Kindly be merciful to us. Give us the association of Krishna and thus vanquish our lamentation. The gopis were not made happy even by seeing the four-armed form of Narayan. Yet they offered their respects to him and begged from him the benediction of achieving the association of Krishna. Such is the ecstatic feeling of the gopis. Ita boli namaskore gela gopigan, henakale rara ashi dila danarshan. After saying this and offering obeisances, all the gopis dispersed. Then Srimati Radharani came and approached before Lord Krishna. Radhadeki Krishna Dare Hasya Korite Se Chatur Bhuja Murte Chahana Rakite. When Lord Krishna saw Radharani, he wanted to maintain the four-armed form to joke with her. Lukhaila Dui Bhuj Radhara Grete Bahujatna Koila Krishna Narila Rakite. In front of Srimati Radharani, however, Sri Krishna had to hide the two extra arms. He tried his best to keep four arms before her, but he was completely unable to do so. So although he fooled the gopis, he couldn't maintain that mood in front of Radharani of keeping that four-arm form. Radhara Vishuddha Bhaver Achintya Prabhav Jai Krishnare Koraila Dui Bhuja Swabhav. The influence of Radharani's pure ecstasy is so inconceivably great that it forced Krishna to come to his original two-armed form. Rasa Ramba Vido Nilya Vasatha Kunje Mrigakshi Ganar Jishtam Gopaitum Swam Udaradiya Ya Shushtu Sandarshita Radhaya Pranayasya Hanta Mahima Yasya Shriya Rakshitum Sa Shakya Prabha Vishnupai Sashakya Prabha Vishnu Napi Harinya Nasit Chatur Bahuta. Prior to the rasa dance, Lord Krishna hid himself in a grove just to have fun. When the gopis came, their eyes resembling those of deer, by his sharp intelligence he exhibited his beautiful four-armed form to hide himself. But when Srimati Radharani came there, Krishna could not maintain his four arms in her presence. This is the wonderful glory of her love. So although he could maintain that four-armed form in front of the other gopis, when Radharani came, he wasn't able to keep that form. He had to go back to his original form of Krishna, two-handed. Say Brajeshwari Han Jagannatha Pita, say Brajeshwari Ihan Sachi Devi Mata. Father Nanda, the king of Brajabhumi, is now Jagannath Mishra, the father of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mother Yashoda, the queen of Brajabhumi, is now Sachi Devi, Lord Chaitanya's mother. Say Nanda Sutta Ihan Chaitanya Gosai, say Baladeva Ihan Nityananda Bai. The former son of Nanda Maharaj is now Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the former Baladev, Krishna's brother, is now Nityananda Prabhu, the brother of Lord Chaitanya. Vatsayadasya Sakya Tin Bhavamoy, say Nityananda Krishna Chaitanya Sahai. Sri Nityananda Prabhu always feels the ecstatic emotions of paternity, servitude, and friendship. Paternity, parentalhood towards the Lord. He always assists Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in that way. Prema Bhakti Diyate Hol Bashala Jagate Tara Charitra Loke Napare Bujite. Sri Nityananda Prabhu overwhelmed the entire world by distributing transcendental loving service. No one can understand his character and activities. Advaita Charya Gosai Bhaktavatar Krishna Avatar Krishna Avatariya Hoila Bhaktira Prachar. Srila Advaita Charya Prabhu appeared as an incarnation of a devotee. He is in the category of Krishna, but he descended to this earth to propagate devotional service. Sakyadasya Dvibhava Sahaja Tahar Kabu Prabhu Korentare Guru Vyabhar. His natural emotions were always on the platform of fraternity and servitude, but the Lord sometimes treated him as his spiritual master. So sometimes Krishna would treat his elder brother, Balaram, as his guru. Although Balaram is himself showing the mood of he's showing the mood of fraternity, servitorship, and parentalhood towards Krishna. Shivasadi Jat Mahaprabhur Bhaktagan Nija Bhabe Koran Chaitanya Sevan. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, headed by Srivas Thakur, have their own emotional humors in which they render service unto him. Pandita Gosayadi Jara Jeras Se Rase Prabhu Hana Tarabas. Personal associates like Gadadhar Pandit, Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Roy, and the six Goswamis, headed by Rupa Goswami, are all situated in their respective transcendental humors. Thus, the Lord submits to various positions in various transcendental mellows. They're all situated in their own rasas. But the Lord submits. Can you close the door, please? Personal associates like Gadadhar Pandit, Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Roy, and the six Goswamis, headed by Rupa Goswami, are all situated in their respective transcendental humors. Thus the Lord submits to various positions in various transcendental mellows. Tihan Shama Bamshi Mukha Gopi Vilasi Ihan Gora Kabu Dvija Kabuta Sannyasi. In Krishna Lila, the Lord's complexion is blackish. Holding a flute to his mouth, he enjoys as a cowherd boy. Now the self-same person has appeared with a fair complexion, sometimes acting as a Brahmin and sometimes accepting the renounced order of life. So that same Krishna, who is worshipable by all, he has appeared. Now the self-same person has appeared with a fair complexion as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sometimes acting as a Brahmin, sometimes accepting the renounced order of life. Ateva apane Prabhu Gopi Baba Dori Brajendra Nandana Kohe Prananata Kori. Therefore, the Lord himself, accepting the emotional ecstasy of the gopis, now appears now addresses the son of Nanda Maharaj, O master of my life, O my dear lover. Say Krishna, say Gopi, Parama Viroda, Achintya Charitamrita Ati Sudurbodha. Prananath, the Lord of my life. Say Krishna, say Gopi, Parama Viroda, Chintya Charitamrita Ati Sudurbodha. He is Krishna, yet he has accepted the mood of the gopis. How is it so? It is the inconceivable character of the Lord, which is very difficult to understand. Ite tarka kori kehona kora samshai, Krishnera chintya shakti e matahoy. One cannot understand the contradictions in Lord Chaitanya's character by putting forward mundane logic and arguments. Consequently, one should not maintain doubts in this connection. One should simply try to understand the inconceivable energy of Krishna. Otherwise, one cannot understand how such contradictions are possible. One cannot understand the contradiction in Lord Chaitanya's character by putting forward mundane logic and arguments. Consequently, one should not maintain doubts in this connection. One should simply try to understand the inconceivable energy of Krishna. Otherwise, one cannot understand how such contradictions are possible. And Guru Maharaj has said, these affairs, they move in a crooked way, like a snake. So things will not just be straightforward and understood on the basis of logic. Achintyad Bhuta Krishna Chaitanya Vihar, Chitra Bhava, Chitra Guna, Chitra Vyavahar. The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are inconceivable and wonderful. His ecstasy is wonderful, his qualities are wonderful, and his behavior is wonderful. Tarke iha nahimane je durachar, kumbhi pake pache tara nahika nishtar. If one simply adheres to mundane arguments and therefore does not accept this, he will boil in the hell of Kumbhipaka. For him there is no deliverance. Kumbhipaka, a type of hellish condition, is described in Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein it is said that a person who cooks living birds and beasts to satisfy his tongue is brought before Yamaraj after death and punished in Kumbhipaka hell. There he is put into boiling oil called Kumbhipak, from which there is no deliverance. Kumbhipaka is meant for persons who are unnecessarily envious. Those who are envious of the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are punished in that hellish condition. Achintya kalu jay baba natams tarkena yojayat prakriti bhya paramyatscha tadachintyasya lakshanam. Achintya kalu jay baba natams tarkena yojayat prakriti bhya param tatscha tadachintyasya lakshanam. Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable, whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments. Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable, whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments. Adbhuta Chaitanya Lila Jahara Vischa Adbhuta Chaitanya-lila ad ahara bishbas Sejana jai Chaitanya Parapash. Only a person who has firm faith in the wonderful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can approach his lotus feet. Prasange kahila e siddhan terasar ihaje shune ashuddha bhakti hoitar. In this discourse, I have explained the essence of the devotional conclusion. Anyone who hears this develops unalloyed devotional service to the Lord. Kahila grantera jadi kori anubad tabise grantera arta padiya ashvad. If I repeat what is already written, I shall thus relish the purpose of this scripture. Deki grante bhagavate vyasera char Katakashi Anushvad Kori Bar. We can see in the scripture Srimad-bhagavatam the conduct of its author Sri Vyasadeva. After speaking the Bhagavatam, he repeats it again and again. After speaking the narration, he repeats it again and again. We can see in the scripture Srimad-bhagavatam the conduct of the author Sri Vyasadeva. After speaking the narration, he repeats it again and again. Tate Adi-lila kori pariched ganan pratana parichede koila mangala charan. Therefore, I shall enumerate the chapters of the Adi-lila. In the first chapter, I offer obeisances to the spiritual master, for this is the beginning of auspicious writing. Dutiya parichede Chaitanya Tattva Nirupan Swayam Bhagavan Jai Brajendra Nantan. The second chapter explains the truth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda. So this is the second chapter, explains the truth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda. Tehota Chaitanya Krishna Sachera Nandan Tritiya Parichede Janmera Samanya Karan. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, has now appeared as the son of Mother Sachi. The third chapter describes the general cause of his appearance, why Mahaprabhu has appeared. Tahin Madhye Premadan Vishesha Karana Jugadharma Krishna Nama Prela Pracharan. The third chapter specifically describes the distribution of love of God. It also describes the religion of the age, which is simply to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna and propagate the process of loving life. Chaturte Kohilun Janmera Mula Prayojan Swadmadhurya Premnatra. Chaturte Kohilon Janmer Mula Prayojan Swamadhurya Premananda Rasashwadan. The fourth chapter describes the main reason for his appearance, which is to taste the mellows of his own transcendental loving service and his own sweetness. So in addition to the external reasons for Mahaprabhu's arrival, that is to give a full taste of all the rasas and also to spread the mission of Sankirtan, there's also an internal reason why Mahaprabhu comes, and that's what's described here. The fourth chapter describes the main reason for his appearance, which is to taste the mellows of his own transcendental loving service and his own sweetness. So he's mentioned that these comes as that Mahaprabhu wants to know the glories of Radharani's love. He wants to know that sweetness in him that only she can taste, and he wants to know the happiness she feels in that, in doing so. So then to taste those three things, Mahaprabhu comes. Fourth chapter describes the main reason for his appearance, which is to taste the mellows of his own transcendental loving service and his own sweetness. Panchameshu Nityananda Tattva Nirupa Nityananda Hoilar Rama Rohini Nandan. The fifth chapter describes the truth of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is none other than Balaram, the son of Rohini. Shashta Paricheda Advaita Tattva Tadvera Vichar Advaita Charya Maha Vishnu Avatar. The sixth chapter describes the truth of Advaita Charya. He is an incarnation of Mahavishnu. Saptama Parichede Panchatattva Akyan Panchatattva Milijaiche Koila Premadan. The seventh chapter describes Sri Panchatattva, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. The seventh chapter describes Panchatattva, Sri Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, and Shivas. They all combine together to distribute love of Godhead elsewhere or everywhere. The seventh chapter describes the Panchatattva, Sri Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, and Shivas. They all combine together to distribute love of Godhead everywhere. Ashtame Chaitanya Lila Varnan Karan Ek Krishna Namer Maha Mahima Katan. The eighth chapter gives the reasons for describing Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. The eighth chapter gives a reason for describing Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. It also describes the greatness of Lord Krishna's holy name. The eighth chapter gives the reason for describing Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. It also describes the greatness of Lord Krishna's holy name. Navamete Bhakti Kalpa Brikera Varnan Sri Chaitanya Malikoila Brika Aropan. The ninth chapter describes the desire tree of devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is the gardener who planted it. Dashamete Mula Sankhan Dashamete Mula Skandera Sakari Ganan Sarvashaka Ganer Jaiche Phala Mistaran. Dashameti Mula Skandera Sakarigana Sarva Shakaganer Jachifala Vistaran. The 10th chapter describes the branches and sub-branches of the main trunk and the distribution of their fruits. Ekadasa Nityananda Shaka Bivaran Dwarasheya Dvaita Skanda Shakara Varnan. The 11th chapter describes the branch called Sri Nityananda Prabhu. The 12th chapter describes the branch called Sri Advaita Prabhu. Trayodashe Mahaprabhu Janma Bivaran Krishna Nam Saha Jaiche Prabhura Janam. Trayodashe Mahaprabhu Janma Vivaran Krishna Nama Saha Jaiche Prabhura Janam. The 13th chapter describes the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The 13th chapter describes the birth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which took place with the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Chaturdasi Bhaya Lilara Kichu Vivaran Panchadashe Poganda Lilara Sankepe Katan. The 14th chapter gives some description of the Lord's childhood pastimes. The 15th briefly describes the Lord's boyhood pastimes. Shodasha Parichede Kaishara Lila Ra Udesh Saptadashe Jovana Lila Koilun Vishesh. In the 16th chapter, I've indicated the pastimes of the Kaishora age, the age prior to youth. In the 17th chapter, I specifically described his youthful pastimes. So this, what we're hearing is, of course, a resume of the Adi-lila, which we're just finishing reading. Asaptadasha Prakar Adi-lila Prabandha, Asaptadasha Prakar Adi-lila Prabandha, Dwadasha Prabandha Tate Granta Mukha Bandha. Thus there are 17 varieties of subjects in the first canto, which is known as the Adi-lila. 12 of these constitute the preface of this scripture. So the first chapters are the preface. The 13th chapter begins with Mahaprabhu's actual Leela. That is, the 13th chapter is a description of Mahaprabhu's appearance, his birth. Then the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th chapter continue chronologically with Mahaprabhu's growth. So the first 12 chapters are there, the preface or the introduction to this scripture. Pancha Prabandha, Pancha Rasara Charita, Sankepiko Hilun, Adina Koilun, Vistrita. After the chapters of the preface, I've described 5 transcendental mellows in 5 chapters. I've described them very briefly rather than expansively. Vrindavana Das, Iha, Chaitanya Mangale, Vistari, Varnila, Nityananda Gyabole. By the order and strength of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur has elaborately described in his Chaitanya-bhagavat all that I have not. Everything that. So originally, Chaitanya-bhagavat by Vrindaban Das Thakur was written, and subsequently the devotees wanted to hear the later pastimes of Mahaprabhu after he took sannyas specifically and went to Jagannath Puri, as well as his travels. So although Krishnadas Kaviraj, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, doesn't write extensively about Mahaprabhu's Adi-lila, because that's already been described by Vrindaban Das Thakur. But so we're now finishing. There's actually 5 chronological chapters about Mahaprabhu's birth and subsequent pastimes up to when he took sannyas. That's described briefly in the Adi-lila, and then the Madhya-lila will begin describing Mahaprabhu after he took sannyas more extensively, because that's what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he was asked by the devotees to specifically write about those pastimes which they hadn't heard about so much, namely when Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, and sometimes also when he goes to South India, when he goes to Vrindaban. They wanted to hear about those pastimes because they're not so much described in Vrindaban Das Thakur's. Originally the title was Chaitanya Mangal, but later it became Chaitanya-bhagavat. So.
Why did the title change?
What?
Why did the title change?
Because Lochan Das Thakur had wrote Chaitanya Mangal. And so there is 2 books by the same name, so Vrindaban Das Thakur changed his book to the title, or it was changed to Chaitanya-bhagavat. Vrindavana Dashiha Chaitanya Mangale Mistari Barnila Nityananda Agyabole. By the order and strength of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur is elaborately described in his Chaitanya Mangal, which later became Chaitanya-bhagavat, all that I have not. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Lila Adbhuta Ananta Brahma Shiva Sesha Jara Nahi Payanta. The pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are wonderful and unlimited. Even personalities like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Seshanaga cannot find their end. Jai Jai Amsha Kohe Shuni Se Danya Achire Milibe Tare Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Anyone who describes or hears any part of this elaborate subject will very soon receive the causeless mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who describes or hears any part of this elaborate subject will very soon receive the causeless mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dvaita Nityananda Shivas Gadadharari Jata Bhakta Vrinda. Herein the author again describes the Panchatattva. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivas, and all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Jata Jata Bhaktagan, Vaishe Vrindavane, Namra Hoya Shiri Daron Sabara Charane, Jata Jata Bhaktagan. Jata Jata Bhaktagan, Vaishe Vrindavane, Mamra Haya Shiridaron Sabaracharane. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the residents of Vrindaban. I wish to place their lotus feet on my head in great humbleness. Shri Swarup, Shri Rupa, Shri Sanatan, Shri Raghunath Das Ar, Shri Jiva Charan, Shri Dori Bandho Nitya Karunta. Tara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohei Krishnadasa Shri Swarup, Shri Rupa, Shri Sanatan, Shri Raghunath Sara, Shri Jiva Charan, Shri Ridori Bandho Nitya Karun Taradas, Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohei Krishnadas. I wish to place the lotus feet of the Goswamis on my head. Their names are Shri Swarup Damodar, Shri Rupa Goswami, Shri Sanatan Goswami, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, and Shri Jiva Goswami, placing their lotus feet on my head, always hoping to serve them. I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. I wish to place the lotus feet of the Goswamis on my head. Their names are Shri Swarup Damodar, Shri Rupa Goswami, Shri Sanatan Goswami, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, and Shri Jiva Goswami. Placing their lotus feet on my head, always hoping to serve them, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi-lila, 17th chapter, describing the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his youth. So, I'm going to end here. We'll sing Hari Harai. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Maranamon Giridhari Gopinatha Maranamon Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Janardan Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Janardan Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jaite Vignanasha Vista Puran. Jaite Vignanasha Vista Puran. Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas. Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas. Tasabara Padarenu Mora Panchagras. Tasabara Padarenu Mora Panchagras. Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas. Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas. Janame Janame More Abhilas. Janame Janame More Abhilas. Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas. Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindaban. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindaban. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamadas. Sankirtana Kohe Naratamadas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Juki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan, Sham Kunda Radhakunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Shri Karasi Upavas Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki jai.